College is the best 4 years of your life. It's not the best 4 years of everybody's life. Because it's a lot of things that these other people are not telling y'all. It's a lot of things that these other people are not making sure y'all know. You are nervous for your freshman year of college. That is okay. And that is normal. Trust me. If you have questions on that Clark Atlanta campus, ask whoever you need to ask and keep asking until you get the answer that you are comfortable with, okay? Let me give you some pointers, some tips and tricks so you have a smooth sailing into your first year of college. And by the way, congratulations. I'm a business administration major with a concentration in management. So I'm part of the B school.
Is that trapping in London for sure?
What's good, y'all? She go now on Reed, and I am back for another video. If you're new here, hello, welcome. If you're an OG, welcome back. So as you see in today's video and the title and the thumbnail and everything, you know why you're here today. And let me just go off with a little introduction. I am Ariana. I am a 4-year content creator, and I am also a 4-year student at Clark Atlanta University. I graduate this December, and I'm here to tell you the actual, the actual good and the actual bad. Now, this video could be aimed towards anybody attending any university, HBCU or not. But because of my experience is specifically from Clark Atlanta University, that's what I'm really just going to be speaking about. But if you don't go to Clark Atlanta and you're watching this, just pick and choose what information you think you need, and I'm happy to be here, okay? So as a incoming freshman, I know all of the thoughts you guys are thinking. I know all the feelings that you guys are thinking, and I know how stressful it can be. I actually moved from California to Georgia to attend Clark Atlanta University. I am class of 2024. When I first got to Georgia, Clark Atlanta was the first school to accept me, and I went with it. So my freshman year, first semester was all online because of COVID. So everything was virtual, everything was online, all my classes, smooth sailing. Freshman year, second semester, campus opened up. And even though campus was opened up, we had a lot of restrictions and regulations and rules and masks and COVID testing 3 times a week. Like, it was a lot. So I really didn't get the full on campus, feel until sophomore year, first semester, when everything was back to normal and everything was opened. I believe that it is firmly important to let incoming freshmen know that during their 4 years of college, it's not always somebody's best 4 years of their life. It's not always smooth sailings. Everything is not always good. Not every student goes through college, specifically Clark Atlanta University, smoothly, and they graduate on time and they do this and that and everything's perfect. That does not happen to everybody. So if you go into college thinking that, you might struggle, specifically with Clark Atlanta. I don't know how many times I'm going to mention that damn school, but best believe I'm going to keep putting a name on it. I'm going to keep putting an ad on it. So if you don't know my story, you do want to know my story, it is on my channel labeled My Truth, Clark Atlanta University. Basically, I was supposed to graduate in May, and I ended up not being able to because of a faculty problem that they didn't let me know until 3 months before graduation. So now that leaves me to do a whole nother semester than what I intended. I have to get my diploma mailed to me in December, and if I want to have an actual ceremony, I have to go back next May in 2025 to actually walk across the stage. Now me, I've never had an actual graduation. I was class of 2022. I graduated in I was class of 2020. I graduated high school in 2020. And as you know, again, COVID hit hard. So my high school graduation was me pulling up to receive my diploma and then me dipping. So I never had an actual graduation. And for my situation to be developed how it did was really messed up. So that's not what this video is about. If you want to see that video, it is on my channel. But let me take care of you and let me prepare you for your freshman year of college, because I know what you're thinking, I know what you're feeling, and I'm here to tell you you're not alone. So I do have two similar videos to this one on my channel. They're just older, and now that I'm basically almost graduated, I really want to give y'all the tea. I really want to give y'all the real deal spill on Clark Atlanta University, okay? Because it's a lot of things that these other people are not telling y'all. It's a lot of things that these other people are not making sure y'all know. So I'm here to do it for them, because clearly they did it. So a lot of incoming freshmen at Clark Atlanta University have been finding my Instagram page, and they have been DMing me questions, and I've gathered all the questions and I put a note page together. I've organized this video so you guys can have a clear vision, and if you think of anything that I did not cover within this video, you can either comment below and I will respond within seconds, or if you feel more comfortable, you could DM me and we could have a one-on-one. So here in this video, I have 5 main topics, and they all have like subtopics like underneath them. So the first topic is what to bring. So basically dorm essentials. Number 2 is what to bring academically. Number 3 is things you need to know from the jump. Number 4 is the dating scene. And number 5 is getting involved in extracurricular activities. These are the 5 things that I feel a lot of people don't speak on. So I'm gonna do my due diligence and I'm gonna speak on it, because a lot of people didn't, okay? So as you guys know, freshmen have to live on campus. No matter if you're a female, no matter if you're a male, freshmen have to live on campus. I believe it's the first 2 years of schooling. So you're probably like, okay, I have a dorm. Now, and when our campus opened up back in 2020, second semester freshman year, we did not have roommates because of COVID. So I lived in Murner Hall. If you don't know what Murner Hall is, a all-female building on campus. And if you want to see a tour, I do have some friends that do YouTube that have their tours on their channel. So if you just type in Murner Hall, you'll find it, okay? So you do have to live on campus. Like I was saying, I did not have a roommate. So it's one room. It's 2 beds, 2 dressers, 2 closets, 2 desks, everything of 2. But for me, everything was all mine because we didn't have roommates. But now that it is 2024 and COVID is not a main factor like it used to be, you will have a roommate. You will sleep next to that roommate. You will do whatever you want to do next to that roommate, but just know that roommate will be right next to you. Specifically, I can speak for Murner Hall. The bathrooms are in the hallway. So there's 2 bathrooms per hallway. So like the end of the hall has that one, and then the middle and the other end have the other one. So that's where you shower. That's where you brush your teeth, all, you know, all that good stuff. Now, the showers, I can say, were very clean. Like, I don't know, a lot of people had a terrible experience with the bathroom freshman year, but again, I don't know if it was because of COVID, they were on top of the cleanliness, but baby, I never had a nasty shower, never that. But that does not mean get comfortable, because definitely I did not get comfortable. I put my robe on and I got back in my room, okay? So that is just my personal experience with the freshman dorms living in Murner. I don't know about the other ones, but I'm pretty sure there's some girlies here on YouTube that can tell you about that. So what to bring is number 1. What to bring for your dorm. What can I bring? What can't I bring? And I have everything on here, okay? So for one, it's starting with the bed, because I don't know about y'all, but I don't play about my sleep, okay? I don't play about my sleep. I need a comfortable bed. I need comfortable pillows. I need all that. So obviously, the school just gives you the mattress and the bed frame, and that's it. So if you think you're finna just get some fitted sheets and put it on the bed, no, that's not how it's gonna work, okay? You need to have a mattress pad and a mattress topper. I like my beds really soft and comfortable and cozy, but the mattress topper is not really mandatory, I would say, but it was mandatory for me because, like, again, I like my sleep. So a mattress pad and a mattress topper, whether you're firm, whether you like soft, just get some extra cushion, some extra pad, because if not, your back is going to hurt, and I promise that, okay? So make sure you put that on your list. Number 2, no candles. You cannot have no candles. I don't care if you're freshman, sophomore, junior, senior on campus. You cannot have candles because obviously it is hazardous. So I highly suggest, and no incense because you're not supposed to have lighters. So I highly suggest the plug-in air fresheners. You can get them from Bath and Body Works if you want to, the little cute ones, or you can get them from Walmart, the little Glade ones, the automatic sprayers that's on the time. Do like whatever your budget is, whatever you feel comfortable, whatever you like, do that, because you cannot have incense because those require lighters, and you can't have candles because those require lighters, and you're not supposed to have lighters at all. So if the Febreze ain't enough, get you some plugins or get the little pouches from Ross that smell good and you just put them in the corner. You know, make sure that your room smells good, because it's just a homey feeling. And when you're incoming freshmen, I made it my job to make my dorm feel like home, because again, I moved from California, so it was a huge jump. That I'm the youngest out of all my siblings, so I was depressed, I was sad, it was a lot going on. But one thing I can say, I made sure to make my room feel like home. So the smell, remember, plugins, automatics dispensers, Febreze, whatever you want, just no candles and no incense, okay? Since you guys will have another roommate, I firmly believe, as a very organized person, that you have a small space, right? You have, of course you have one room, but you have a small space, whether it's on the left side, whether it's on the right side, you have a small space. So instead of having a little bit of stuff everywhere, get some organization to free up some space, okay? So if you know you have a purse collection, get a purse rack, hang it on the back side of the closet and close the closet door, and that way your purses aren't everywhere. If you know you're gonna have your phone, your AirPods, and your remote, don't just leave that everywhere. Get the little sticky thing to put on the wall and have a little pockets. Just get some organization to free up some space so you don't feel trapped in your little corner, so you don't feel claustrophobic, because I know I would have hated that. So if you know you have a lot of stuff and you're like a very, you know, you have a little bit of everything, because that's how I was, make sure to get the best organization that you can, okay? The closets that they give you are not that big. So if you know you have a lot of shoes, because you will be staying for fall, you know, the seasons will change. So you need boots, you need sandals. Make sure to get like a shoe organizer to put on behind your closet door to still have space. Just make sure you're buying organization things to keep things everywhere in its own place and still have a lot of space. Because one thing you don't want is a cluttered dorm, because you already have a small space. So why have a small, cluttered, messy space? It's just gonna drive your head crazy. Even if you don't realize it, boo, trust me. A lot of freshmen have DM me and ask if they could have mini fridges, and of course you could have a mini fridge. Now when I say mini fridge, it could either be like the little ones, or it could be the ones that's probably go up to your hip. I'm 5'5" and mine went to my hip, and it had a freezer compartment at the little top, a little small freezer compartment, and then it had, you know, the rest of the room for the refrigerator. Because we're gonna get into that a little bit later, but cat food, you may think it's good the first 2 weeks, baby, but you're gonna get tired of that shrimp alfredo. You're gonna get tired of those french fries. You're gonna get tired of the pizza. But one thing I can say, I did not get tired of fried chicken Wednesday. I mean, sometimes it was hit or miss, but fried chicken Wednesday was always the most filling meal out the week. So get you a mini fridge and get you, you know, your little snacks, your little, just in case you wake up in the middle of the night, you hungry, you thirsty, because the caf does have certain hours: breakfast, lunch, dinner, and late dinner. But after that, baby, is closed. And there's not really, I mean, there's a Chick-fil-A around the corner, and there's a brand new Walmart open. But if you don't know, Clark Atlanta is in a neighborhood that's not really safe to walk by yourself at night or anytime. So just make it a mission to, you know, just get some of your favorite snacks, some mini salads, like whatever you like. Just make sure you have something, okay? Like I was saying a little bit earlier, I made my room feel like home, and I did this in a specific way. So my original room, like in my house back in California before I moved, it had specific colors, which was gold, navy blue, and baby pink. And I didn't want to lose that. So I incorporated those colors into my dorm, and I basically decorated my room the same way at home, but obviously just kind of more schooly stuff, like a little lamp or something, you know? So that's how I made my room feel like my house back in California. And it really did help me because the smells was there, the looks was there, and I actually lived on campus all the way up until, when was that, junior year, and I kept those same colors. So I lived in Myrna and then I lived in Brawley, and I kept them same colors throughout my whole living on campus experience, and it really did help me. Like, it did not feel like I was far away from home. I had pictures of family, I had pictures of friends, I had pictures of my pets. I had everything that gave me closure when I needed. When I felt like I missed my best friend, I look and see how Polaroid. I'm like, that's my girl. Like, we both, you know? So just make sure your dorm feels like you're at home. And if you don't want to do that, that's perfectly fine. Just make it feel as comfortable as you need it to be. Just make it feel like your home. If you want to feel like a little apartment style, just do what you need to. So when you're coming out of class, you coming out from a long day, you look forward to going to your dorm, okay? Especially for my females, don't do nothing to your dorm. Do something, okay? Just do something. Now, laundry essentials. Because baby, your mom and your dad not gonna be able to wash your clothes no more. That's on you. And I don't know about y'all, but I've been washing my clothes since I was like 9. Like, I'm an independent person, so I was ready to wash my own clothes. But laundry essentials. Now, I live in Myrna on the very top floor, which is, I believe, the 3rd floor. So carrying a basket of laundry, I know would have been hard. There's no elevators in Myrna. I don't think there's elevators in any of the freshmen's dorm. It's mostly steps. So I had a hamper that had wheels on it, and it had a lid. There is one laundry room in each. Well, I'm gonna just speak for Myrna because I don't know about the rest. There's one laundry room in Myrna, and it's in the basement of the building. Okay, so if you're living on the 3rd floor, 2nd floor, you know, this could be something that you would want. So I had a laundry basket that had a lid on it, and it had wheels. So I would just have all my laundry, you know, and wheel my little laundry, and I had my detergent and my fabric softeners. Okay. So the laundry room was pretty neat for the most part. Every now and then they had like somebody put too much soap in their washer, so it would like overfill, and it would take a minute for somebody to come clean it. But other than that, they were good. But I can recommend, listen, I have never had any of my clothes stolen while washing on campus, but I know people that have. But what I did was I put my clothes in, and as soon as I hit that start button, baby, best believe my timer was going. And once my timer said 5 minutes left, that's when I would make my way down there and sit and wait for my clothes, because I don't even play that. I do not even play that. Same thing with the drying. Once you take your clothes out the washer and you need to put them in the dryer, hit that start button, put that timer on, and when you have 5 minutes left, start making your way down there, sitting and just waiting for your clothes. It's a level of responsibility that you have to adjust to, because you cannot trust everybody. You really can't trust anybody, but you just can't trust everybody, okay? So don't just throw your clothes in there, then go to class, then go to the cab, then go to the library, then go to the promenade. And don't be mad when your clothes is on top of the table because somebody needed the washer or somebody stole your stuff. You cannot be mad, because that was your responsibility, okay? So I can tell you that if you're on the 1st floor, to free up space in your dorm, I would get those foldable, what are they called? Like the little foldable laundry baskets, because you're on the 1st floor. You just gotta go a little bit, flight of steps, and that's it. So that is the tip for the laundry, because baby, I have heard people get their stuff stolen. My friend got her clothes put out on the table because she was taking too long. People gotta wash their clothes, okay? So when you wash, do it at a reasonable time and make sure you go get your stuff. So when it comes to cleaning supplies, you do have your little area that you want to keep clean. So I would suggest getting a broom, maybe a little mop, just some dusters, because you're in, you know, you're in the building, so things get dusty. So just get a little duster, get some cleaning wipes to clean out your desk every now and then, your refrigerator, clean your refrigerator out. Wipes will be your best friend. Like, I'm telling you. And whether you get a rug or not, you still need a broom, okay? So for cleaning supplies, you don't need a whole lot because you don't have a whole room, but you do need something for them deep clean Sundays. So that would be my recommendation for cleaning supplies. Like I said earlier, to get as much space as possible with a little amount of space, I know it could be hard, but one thing I did do all the way, like the whole time I was living on campus, I did have bed risers. So bed risers, I got mine from Amazon. They have different, the one that I got had different like inches. So bed risers literally rise your bed so you can fit more underneath it. So if you want the really big bed risers, I've known girls who got the real big bed risers. They lifted their bed completely, and they probably had like a little step stool to get on the bed, and then they put their desk underneath their bed, they put their mini fridge underneath their bed, or they put their drawers underneath their bed, just to free up more space. So bed risers are, I would say they're essential, because baby, I like my space. I don't like nothing cluttered, and I like to be organized. So I rose my bed and I put my dressers that they give you. It's a dresser that has 3 drawers, and my mini fridge, I put it underneath, and I had a little mini like step stool. Well, it wasn't really a step stool, but I used it as one to get on the bed because I was too short to just jump on at that point. But that could be another way to free up space and probably fit more stuff in if you get bed risers, and they are on Amazon. I had a few freshmen ask me, can you guys have microwaves? And of course, you guys can have microwaves. Obviously, be responsible with it. Don't get the really big ones, because again, you don't have a lot of space, but you can have microwaves. So if you want that ramen, if you want anything, the little microwave dinners, you can absolutely get microwaves. They just don't, they can't be the really big ones. And I've seen girlies put their microwave on top of their mini fridge, just in case you don't know where you're gonna put it. That could be something that could help you. That wraps up my dorm essentials. Obviously, there's probably more stuff, but that's just my dorm essentials. And if you have any questions, comments, and concerns, leave it in the comments or DM me on Instagram. Number 2 is academic. Yeah, what to bring academically, because baby, let me tell you, I'm thinking it was high school, and I came in with notebooks, folders, binders, highlighters, markers, pencils, pens. I had it all, okay? I went to first day of school, I had it all, just for me not to really even use it. And I'll tell you why. So obviously it's important to have like the little essentials, like 4 pens, 4 pencils, 2 notebooks, 1 folder. Like, just get, so you have something on the first day, but don't go overboard, because let me tell you, that's what I did, because I like to be prepared. So I'm like, okay, I got 6 classes, I need a folder and a notebook and pens and highlighters for each one. That's how I was, just for me not to really use it, because for one, each class is different. Obviously, I had classes that all the work was turned in electronically. I had classes where some assignments was handwritten. Like, I had one class where they actually gave us the homework, paper homework, and we turned it back in. Like, each course was different. So I do not recommend like going all out as far as supplies when you're a freshman, because you really just gotta wait till the first day and read each syllabus, and then go in and see what you need to buy. And that's really where, if you get a refund check, that's really where the refund check is supposed to go to. It's supposed to go to the supplies that you know you need, and any additional books and stuff that you know you need. So I would say get, you know, a little something, but wait until you are done with your first week of classes to really see what you need, because some classes, math classes, require a specific calculator. That one you bought won't even cut it. Can you return it? Probably not. So just, you know, just wait a little bit, because I know that's where I did. But I can tell you one thing: have a planner or an agenda, whatever you want to call it. You need one of those, because trying to keep up with your whole schedule and each individual class in your head is not a good idea, because you will get overwhelmed and you will get frustrated in your first week of school. And best believe, Be prepared to have work on the first day. Not everybody has it, but baby, I remember my finance class, we had a test first day. We had a quiz first day. So be prepared to have work the first day. So that's why I said it's important that you become organized and you just handwrite your new responsibilities. What class, when does it start, when does it end, when can I go to lunch, when can I go to dinner, you know? It's important to have an agenda and a planner for that reason, because if you try to keep it all in your head, you will get confused, you will get frustrated, and then it will show in your grade, and that's what you don't want. Okay, so get you a cute agenda, a cute planner from Amazon or Target. They have the best ones. Now, the last two things for academically, what you need, I don't have mine downstairs, but you need a keychain for your Paul card. Your Paul card is your student identification card that you need to get in the library. You need to get through the gate. You need to get into the student center. Well, I mean, you don't need to get into it, but they will ask for it. You do need it to get into the caf every time you go. For Wicked Wings, if you want to use that, you have to use that. Keep your Paul card on you. And the easiest way to do that is to find a keychain where you can put cards in. I wish I could show y'all mine because mine was super cute, but it had bling around the necklace and it had the little square, the see-through square to put your Paul card, and every time somebody asks for it, you could just flash it. If you need to actually swipe it, you could take it out and swipe it. So I would say find something to put your Paul card in. Find a card carrier, whether you want to clip it to your jeans, clip it to your bag, clip it to you. Well, I don't care where it go. Just do not lose your Paul card, because it is a $25 fee to get a new one. Okay, don't lose it. I highly suggest not losing it. Your Paul card will be your best friend. My number 3 topic was things you need to know from the jump. Okay, and this is just real brief and straight to the point. So the first one is get enough sleep. Because that first week of school is the first weeks, and the last couple weeks are the hardest. So your first week as an incoming freshman, you need to maintain a good sleep schedule, because if you don't get enough sleep, it starts to show in your work ethic, and before you know it, your grade will just be falling. You may not know why do I keep failing this, why did I didn't pass this. It's all because you didn't get enough sleep, honey. I need you to get enough sleep, okay, friend? Please promise me that you will get a good sleep schedule and you will get that rest, because the amount of rest you get is how much you could go throughout the day. And if you don't only get 1 hour, guess what? You only gonna have 1 hour of strength. And I promise you, the first few weeks are crucial, okay? I already spoke about this, but get organized. If you're not an organized person and you're going to college, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be real rough. Okay, so I need you to get organized. I need you to get that planner agenda, get a calendar for your wall in your dorm, like a whiteboard calendar. Do whatever you need to do to get organized. You need a sleep schedule. You need a class schedule, which you should have. You need a study schedule if you're working and going to school, which I've done. You need that schedule. Get all your schedules down and see how it's gonna become easier for you. Just because you have multiple schedules does not mean life should get hard. You just have to maintain it and learn how to adjust to it, okay? You have to figure out when you're gonna eat, when you're gonna study, when you're gonna sleep. And obviously, I've always worked ahead. I've always been like that since high school. I like to work ahead. So if you do, or if you can work ahead, I highly suggest it, because that's how my weekends were free for the most part, because I worked ahead. Now, don't get me wrong, sometimes there's tests and stuff that you do have to study for the weekend. So if you want to try to split up your weekend, oh, I want to have fun with this weekend, but I have a test, then, you know, just finagle it, okay? Go out on Friday, be in Saturday, Sunday to study, or study Friday, go out Saturday, be in the study Sunday. Like, just understand all your schedules and make sure you have your priorities in order, because if they're not, your life will go crumbling. And I mean that in the most humbled way. And something that I wish I would have known from the jump was building relationships with professors and advisors. So especially professors, I didn't start building relationships with professors. I did one professor sophomore year, that was really it. But I really got into it with multiple professors junior and senior year. Like, I really got to conversate and build, you know, a relationship more than just a student in a seat and a teacher teaching, you know. So I think it's important because you never know who could help you. You never know who knows what, and it's all about connecting. I'm not the type of person to go out my way and connect with people or things like that, but when you're a student and a professor, that's already a connection, so it kind of made it easier. And a lot of people are like, oh, you're just probably saying that so you could pass. No, you just don't know. If you build a relationship with a professor and you do good in that class, he may pull you to the side at the end of the semester and be like, hey, you went crazy in this class, you did really good in this class, and I got a full-time job for you, blah blah blah. You just never know. And the advisors, if y'all know why I'm looking like that, it's because y'all know. I'm not gonna say too much because I already got a video out on it, but I had a very bad advisor and he did not give me a full schedule sophomore year, because as you know, freshmen, sophomores, they don't choose their schedule. So he gave me a schedule that was not full and not took courses that I didn't need, and that is why now, 3 years later, I'm not graduating when I'm supposed to. So build a relationship with your advisors, because not only are, I mean, they're supposed to be doing their job, yeah, but sometimes y'all gotta know, sometimes people don't be doing their jobs, okay? So that's why you need to come in and make sure everything is in order in the line. Unfortunately, I didn't do that until last year, and that was also a fault on my end. But at the same time, the advisor didn't do what he was supposed to do, and he did something he wasn't even supposed to do, and it was my fault for not picking it up sooner. But as a freshman and a sophomore, if you're getting told your classes are getting picked for you, you're not thinking nothing of it. You're just like, okay, that's a less stretch for me, okay? So just build relationships with your professors and your advisors, because you just never know. It can't hurt nobody. Now, obviously, you're going into your first year and you don't know what your new life is going to be. Like, you don't know your new day-to-day life. You don't know what it's going to consist of. You don't know. So when I said like earlier to build a schedule, you're really not going to be able to do so until you get through your first week, until you go through all your classes in the first week, until you realize what lunch hours and dinner's hours work for you. You won't know everything until you go through it. So the first week of school, you just have to go through it. And for some reason, school always starts on a Wednesday. I'm not sure if that's the case this semester, but I'm pretty sure. So from that Wednesday on to the next Wednesday, just go through it. And then that weekend, start locking in, start locking down. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so just know your first week, you're not gonna have everything figured out. You're gonna be lost, you're gonna be confused, but just know you're not the only person feeling what you're feeling. The anxiety, the stress, the nervousness, it's all part of going to college. And just know you're not alone. And I feel like that's what really helped me, knowing I was not alone. I'm like, okay, this person walking beside me, they were at orientation, they going through the same thing I'm going through. Let me ask them how they feeling. But you know, just make it easy for yourself. You're gonna be okay. You are gonna be okay, okay? And if you're not, DM me, okay? Because I got you. As I say that, I want you guys to really know that it is okay to be alone. And I would suggest getting comfortable with being alone, especially if you're going in not knowing anybody. So I have one best friend, her name is Taya, and we met through a California group chat before school even started. So when school started, I knew that was my bestie, okay? We've been talking and FaceTiming all summer. Like, that was really my best friend. And guess what? It still really is my best friend. I had another friend, but plus, she don't even matter. Okay, so anyways, get comfortable with being alone, and even if it's all the time or sometimes, because I'm not the type to go out and force a friendship. I'm not the type to go out and force a relationship. Like, that's just not me. So if that's not in you, don't force yourself to do something that you normally don't do. Like, a lot of people say, oh, you need to go out and connect. You need to go out and go build relationships with this person, this person, this person. If you feel like that's not in you to do, or if you feel like that's not going to benefit you, do not do it. I mean, it's that simple, because like I said, I wasn't the person to go out and do those things. And I was perfectly fine. Everybody knew me and Tay was rock solid. But even then, Tay was a new person to me. And so even though like we had talked the whole summer, it was just like, okay, but she still doesn't know a lot about me. So it's like, you know, I'm still kind of by myself, but I know if I need help with something, I could call her, you know? So over time, we did build a relationship, obviously. That's still my best friend to this day. So just know that it's okay to be alone, and don't go out and force friendships and relationships, because it's just, it's not good. Like, even if you think it's good right then and there, I promise you for the long run, it will not be good. So this one, we gonna go probably real quickly over, and it's the dating scene. So one thing about me, I have never dated or been in a relationship with anybody amongst the AUC. So that's Morehouse, Spelman, Clark, and now Morris Brown is open, but at the time going through it, Morris Brown was not open. But I never dated or been in a relationship with anybody in the AUC. Just because I knew from the start, I'm not gonna go into college thinking I'm gonna find the love of my life. I'm not gonna go in thinking, you know, I'm here for love, I'm gonna find my love. Like, I did not do that, and I suggest you don't do that, because if you do, you will be very heartbroken, and I'm gonna tell you why. The first one is, as a freshman, don't come in looking for love. I just said that. Like, do not come in looking for love. Love should not be your priority. Don't get me wrong, if you didn't know, Clark Atlanta is predominantly female. Spelman is all female, and then you have Morehouse, which is all male. So there is a lot more females around than males. So I can see how my girlies will, ooh, he fine, he cute, ooh, he fine, ooh, he play football, he on the basketball team. Like, that's okay to do, because don't get me wrong, it's some cute, there were some fine dudes when I was a freshman. There was fine dudes when I was sophomore. Like, dudes are just gonna be dudes. There's cute ones, like, you know, that's cute. But don't throw yourself at them, and don't get involved, because baby, if you do, that's just when your heart gonna get broke, and I don't want that for you, Bookie. Everybody knows that there's a potential AUC love story that could happen. I personally don't know anybody who has an AUC love story, but an AUC love story is basically like, she goes to Spelman, he goes to Morehouse, or she goes to Clark and he goes to Morehouse. You know, that's just the AUC love story. I feel like those are really rare, especially in this new generation. So it's really rare, but it is possible. But I would not say go out and look for it. Do not, if you're talking to somebody, don't think, oh, this is it, this is my love story. Like, just do not do that, because the AUC is small, but it's big. And that's what I want to say next. Don't tell everybody your business, okay? So if you do have like a little sneaky link, a little dude you like to see, a little girl you like to see, just, you know, enjoy them for that moment, but don't think about long term, especially if you could tell that's not what they're thinking, if that makes sense. Y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? So just don't tell everybody your business, because even if you do, it's just like, you could potentially get hurt from telling everybody your business, because you could be like, girl, I was with, you know, Jaquavius in math class. Yeah, girl, we had a movie night last night. And then she'd be like, wait, Jaquavius? And you'd be like, yeah, we had a movie night. And then she would be like, oh, well, we supposed to have taco night tonight. Now what, friend? You just messed up your little vibe because you didn't told somebody who had the same little vibe. And like, don't get me wrong, it could get, like I said, it could get lonely. Okay, so if you do have a friend of the opposite gender and you just want to chill and have company, that's fine. But don't go out and tell everybody, okay? Just don't do that, because you're really gonna get your heart broke, and we don't need no broken hearts when we trying to have good grades, okay? That's not how that go. I've always suggested to handle your business and let love come to you. If it's meant for you, it will come to you. If it's meant to long last, it will come to you and it will stay there. but don't focus too much on love. Enjoy people for the moments, and you know, just vibe. Like, you really just have to vibe, and you cannot be, I know y'all was waiting for me to say it, but listen, you can't just be hunching on everybody, okay? You cannot be hunching on everybody. You cannot think he cute and you was with him tonight and you with him tomorrow. You just cannot be hunching, because either the bad word on your name gonna get out, or you gonna have to make a doctor's visit. And I know females freshman year, multiple females who had to have doctor visits because it just got out of hand, okay? So just be smart, enjoy people for their moments, and remember why you came to school, okay? Just remember that. My girlies, do not think you're the only one, okay? Because I want to say at least five females that I used to know, they thought that was the only one, but really, he had a lot of Morehouse dudes. They have a little thing at Spelman and a little thing at Clark. If the little thing at Clark ain't answering, the little thing at Spelman gonna answer. If the little thing at Spelman not answering, the little thing at Clark gonna answer, okay? That's just how it is. As us young term people, like, we're not, a lot of us, some of us are, but a lot of us aren't thinking about marriage. They're not thinking about settling down. We just young and turn, okay? So just know you're not the only one. I don't care what he say. Now, I can kind of care what he do, but whatever he say, he was not the only one. You just the only one right then and there, okay? So all my girlies, come on, we gotta stand up. You better get you that one. Don't tell nobody, and duck off with him whenever you want to, whenever you can, but keep it low key. Don't tell nobody. Don't post nothing. Just, you know, enjoy the private vibes and get to that study and get to them books, okay? Getting involved in extracurricular activities. Now listen, my viewpoint on this is very different from a lot of people, and I've been attacked because of it, but I'm still gonna stand 10 toes. So, because not everybody is the same, get involved if you want to, okay? I cannot express that enough. I cannot say it any other way. That is the most simple way I can say it. Get involved if you want to. If you feel like you want to do something different that you didn't do in high school, go out and do it. If you don't feel like that's just in you and you just want to go through school, go through classes, and get on with life, then you do just that. Because let me tell you, I don't think I told y'all my major and stuff. Well, I'm a business administration major with a concentration in management. So I'm part of the B school. Now, a lot of the B school, a lot of things are mandatory to go to. Like, if you have leadership and professional development as a B school student, you have to take that, and it's 3 different levels. So that will start sophomore year. So you have LPD. They require a lot. Michelle D. Rose requires a lot. You have to be dressed up, business casual. You have to attend career fairs. You have to attend guest speakers. There's a lot that you have to do. And you actually have to do that because it's a grade. Now, I want to say sophomore and the beginning of junior year, I complained about it all the time because I was never a person to go out to events, go out and do extracurricular activities, go out and just listen to a guest speaker, go out to a career fair. That just wasn't me. That's just something I did not do. So when it was mandatory, because I was in LPD, I was like, oh my gosh, like, we gotta do this, we gotta go here, we gotta do this, we gotta go there. Like, I used to complain about it. Like, seriously, I hated it. I'm like, oh my god. It's like I had LPD 3, 8 in the morning. So having to dress business, and it was annoying at first. But senior year is when I realized, okay, all of this was for a reason. All this has prepared me for now. And that's why they make it mandatory, because you will need the information. You will need the advice that you had to sit through and listen. You will need the tips on resumes and cover letters. You will need that stuff. You will need to learn how to connect with professionals in the field that you want. You will have to do that. And that's actually how I got my full-time job that starts July. That's how I got that position, is because I had to go to a required mandatory career fair in Atlanta, dressed up, heels and all, and go talk to companies. And that's how I got my full-time job now that I will have for the next 2 years. So I know it can seem irritating, like, oh, I want to go to sleep, but just go through it and pay attention, because you may not need it then, but you will need it later, and I promise that. Again, nobody is forcing you to go out and build relationships with people. Nobody is forcing you to go out and get involved. That is all on your own willing. I know a lot of people are like, you need to build connections with people. You need to make relationships with people. You don't need to. You don't. Because you got yourself into this school and you can get yourself right through it. You don't need nobody's handout. Like, you don't. And it's just the truth. And that's why I say I've gotten attacked in the past about my opinion on that, because I've always been an independent person. I will figure it out on my own. I will learn on my own. I don't need anybody. And I know that there's other people like that. So don't feel like everybody's telling you that you have to go do these things. Don't feel like you have to, because you don't. And you will be perfectly fine if you don't. Like, I don't know where the narrative came from. Oh, college is the best 4 years of your life. It's not the best 4 years of everybody's life. Because I can say out of 4 of those years, probably 1.5 was the best years of my life. Not all 4. Especially being from a different state. I was very depressed. I was very sad at times. Like, college wasn't the best 4 years of my life. I know that the best 4 years of my life is going to come after. And that's why I'm ready to get it over. That's why I'm ready to graduate and be done, honestly and truthfully, okay? So I just want to keep it real with y'all. I want to be genuine, and I want to give you guys different perspectives to look from, because a lot of these content creators, a lot of these YouTubers doing the same type of video like this, they're making it seem like everything's just butterflies and rainbows and roses. And coming from somebody who actually did not have a good experience on different levels, this is the truth. It's my truth. So why would I sit here and tell y'all a lie on my truth? That's not how it works, okay? So I'm not saying that to scare anybody at all, but there are different perspectives to college. And however you choose your perspective is, that's how you choose it, and you stick with it, and you go full force, okay? You go full force. Now, if you are one of those people who want to do something differently than what they did in high school, go out and explore opportunities. They have career fairs. You don't have to be a business student to go see about the business things. Like the career fairs are open to any and everybody of all majors. Everybody need a job when they graduate, okay? So don't feel like if you're not a B school student that you can't go. All the guest speakers, there's a lot of celebrities that come on campus to speak, and they give back. I mean, a lot. Monique, she came and spoke at the school. So it's just like, you just never know who will come to the campus. So if you do just want to go seek something or hear something that maybe you've never heard, or get advice, like the guest speakers on campus, they really are helpful. I'm not gonna lie. Even though it was mandatory for me to go to some of them, those ones I did go to, they really did speak to me, and I hold things that they've told me since this day. So if you are one of those people who want to go seek things, they have street market Thursdays. If you have a small business, or you even just want to shop small businesses, whole promenade full of booths. yeah, it's just, I can say that the business school at Clark, it is really a really nice business school. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and bash or hold nothing against it. The B school at Clark Atlanta really has it going on, and one thing I can say is they will, and they definitely did prepare me to be a business woman, and I can say that. Now, along with what I was saying, how I'm gonna keep it real, I'm gonna be genuine with y'all. Understand that a lot of people use people to get in a specific position that they want to. As you guys know, they have Miss Clark Atlanta, Mr. Clark Atlanta, Miss Junior, Miss Senior, Miss Freshman, Miss Sophomore, Miss Brawley, like, they have a lot of campaigning. They have a lot of things that goes on with the student body, and there will be people that you sit next to every day in class and don't say a word to you. But once campaign season comes, and they need help getting to be Mr. CAU or Miss CAU or Miss Sophomore, whatever it is, when they need help to get them in a certain position, they will come to you. They will come to you, because where they get to in that position depicts on our student body. So a girl can sit next to you all semester and not say a thing. But once campaign season comes and she running for Miss AU, oh hi, oh hey, here's this, here's that, you so pretty, you so sweet, here's this, here's that, vote for me, vote for me. Right after they win, you just another student they doing work next to. So keep in mind, when campaign season comes, really, if you do vote, because let me tell you, I did not vote none of the years. I didn't vote for nobody, because nobody was genuine before campaign season. Nobody was friendly, nobody was talkative, nobody was giving compliments. It was none of that before campaign season came. But now that you need our help to get you in a certain position, now I'm pretty, now I'm this, now you giving me this. Like, just be careful, okay? That's all I can say. A lot of people use people, and that's not even just with Clark Atlanta. That's with any school, HBCU or not. A lot of people will use people, then they will smile right in your face to get where they need to get. The last thing is, don't feel like you have to build relationships with everybody when you're getting involved. So if there's like a certain club that you want to get into and it's a lot of people, don't feel like you got to be friends with everybody. Be friends with the people that you have a genuine connection with, okay? Don't just be talkative, and like I said, don't be telling everybody your business, and don't be friendly to everybody, because not everybody has good intentions. Even if it feels like they have good intentions from the jump, baby, let me tell you, not everybody has good intentions. So I want you guys to go in with the mindset as, yes, I'm new to this, but I'm also true to this. Do not lose yourself in college, because I can say that I almost did, but I snapped right back. I was like, this is not me. This is not me. So just go in the mindset as, I'm new to this, but I'm also true to this. And you guys will be okay. Like, I promise you. Like, I know I didn't really speak on like the fun times and this and that and the parties and stuff, but for one, I'm not a heavy partier. Like, I stopped partying after my sophomore year of college. Like, and even then, I barely went to parties. It was like if I feel like it. And then there was even some days when I did go to parties, we left early because we just wasn't feeling it. Like, we would rather just go back to the dorm, have a movie night, or go out to dinner, go Uber somewhere, because you are in Atlanta. So it's easy to just say forget a party and go experience a new city. Because for me and Taya, That's what we did. We were both from California and did not know the city of Atlanta. We Ubered there, Ubered here. Obviously, you have to be safe and, you know, take precaution. But I was not a huge partier. Don't get me wrong, there was some like fun parties, but I'm just not a party person. I would rather go out and do things and make memories. So if you're a party person, you know, get to know the party promoters, you know, if that's you. But if it's not, I promise you there's other ways to have fun. When we first got our first Reach Fun check, I remember we was like, oh, let's go to Atlantic Station. Had a bunch of shopping centers, had a bunch of eateries, like just adulting in the city of Atlanta. So if you're not a party person, don't feel like you can't have fun, because baby, you're in the A, and don't forget that. That is all that I have for you guys throughout this video. Thank you so much for taking your time to tune into this video, because I've been wanting to do this video for a while and I wanted to get all my key points out. And like I always said, y'all, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them in the comment section. If you don't want to, you can always DM me. Don't be afraid to DM me. Like I said, I have one more year at Clark. I have one more semester at Clark Atlanta, and I will be on campus in August. I have, I believe, a total of 5 classes, but 4 of them are online because I will be working a full-time job and one of them is on campus. So if you want to build a relationship with me, I will be there for you. If you just want to keep it on social media, that's fine with me. If you want to meet up, or if you ever need help with anything, you want to meet up in person, that is okay. All my business school students, you guys will have a blast. I promise you. Just like I said, stay true to yourself and realize that all the mandatory requirements stuff in B school, it will work in your favor in the long run. I promise. And I can't stress this enough, y'all. Please do not hesitate to reach out to me, because I promise you I will be there for you, because I wish that I had somebody like myself right now. So just remember, I am always here for you guys. I love you so much. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button, because we are so close to 900 subscribers. Turn on the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload. And yeah, if you see me on campus, if I look familiar and say, hey, Ari, and I'm like, hey, boo, okay? Y'all will be okay. I am so happy. I'm so happy for y'all already. I wish you guys a blessed semester. It will get hard some days. It will be easy some days. It will be difficult. It will be confused on some days. You will go through a lot of feelings and emotions. And that's only because you are entering a new array of life and you are a young adult, and it's time to think like an adult. Take your responsibilities as you need. Just do good, and I promise you, you will be okay. I forgot to mention this earlier, but when you're on that campus and you have questions, ask all the questions you have as soon as you think of them. I don't care if it's a professor, an upperclassman, damn, a lunch lady, I don't care. If you have questions on that Clark Atlanta campus, ask whoever you need to ask, and keep asking until you get the answer that you are comfortable with. Okay, I love you guys so freaking much, and I will see you guys in the next video. And I know August it's around the corner, but it's really not. I want you guys to have a great semester, and like I said, you are new to this, but you are also true to this. Okay, I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.